MSI Cyborg 15 is far from a perfect gaming laptop, and not plush, but its low price and playable performance make it a very workable option for PC gamers on tight budgets. For you PC players whose eyes are bigger than your wallets, MSI has an answer with a budget gaming laptop called the Cyborg 15, $999 as tested. This notebook isn't going to set any speed records, but it provides playable 1080p gaming and a decent design for the price. It's no gaming Godzilla despite a recent Intel H series CPU and a latest round NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4050 GPU, but it outruns similarly priced casual laptops. And our December 2021 Editor's Choice Award winner for cheap gaming laptops, MSI's own Katana GF66. The Cyborg 15 falls short of Editor's Choice honors since it fails to outperform some comparably priced models with older GeForce RTX 3060 graphics, but it's well worth a look from economy-minded gamers. The MSI Cyborg 15 starts off on a positive note by blending a spiffy translucent plastic across parts of its chassis. While an aluminum display cover produces a more premium look and feels almost akin to the much more expensive Origin EON 16, as that I tested recently. It's considerably more pleasant than the cheap-feeling, all-plastic Katana GF66. MSI went with an angular design that gives the Cyborg 15 the look and feel of a machine, as befits its name. Squared-off corners and a raised lip on the display panel enhance this effect. The chassis has a little bend and flex but feels reasonably sturdy. The keyboard, a simple chiclet-style affair with single-color blue backlighting, isn't much to get excited about. The lighting doesn't actually show through any of the translucent areas except for the WSD keys. MSI also continues to copy the font of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movie posters for its keycaps. The cursor arrow keys are in the proper inverted T instead of a row, but the right shift key is shrunk to an awkward size, and the arrows but into the numeric keypad, making for a slightly clumsy layout. At least there is a number pad, not always a given on 15.6-inch laptops, especially with today's ever-narrower screen bezels. Speaking of bezels, the Cyborg 15s aren't slim, the side screen borders aren't obnoxiously thick, and the top one is only a little thicker, but there's more than an inch of chin below the display. This is to be expected on a laptop this inexpensive. At least MSI used the vertical space on the keyboard deck to include a reasonably large touchpad, though it could have done more by packing in top-firing speakers. Instead, the laptop's 2-watt speakers are on the bottom of the chassis instead of in the vacant space above the keyboard. That said, their sound is actually admirable. The display is generic gaming fare, a full HD 1920 by 1080 pixel panel with a peak 144 Hz refresh rate. You won't find many with lower specs, though you'll find plenty that surpass it in both sharpness and speed. The 720p webcam above the screen is also unexceptional and predictable for the price. Its images look halfway decent in bright lighting conditions, but it's not capable of Windows Hello face recognition, and there's no fingerprint reader. So biometric login isn't possible. Disappointingly, the Cyborg 15 provides no Thunderbolt 4 ports, USB 4 ports, or any provision for USB charging. A 120-watt barrel plug is on the right edge for the AC adapter. Instead, aboard are just 2 USB Type-A ports and 1 USB-C port, all capped at USB 3.2 Gen 1 speeds, 10 gigabits per second. You'll find an HDMI monitor port and an Ethernet jack on the right side. The laptop's left flank holds a Kensington lock notch and a 3.5mm headset jack. At least the wireless connectivity is more robust, with Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2. It's not Wi-Fi 6E, but this is respectable for a laptop in 2023, unlike the dated and slow USB ports. As a budget gaming laptop, the MSI was never going to be mistaken for an ultra-portable. The Cyborg 15 measures 0.9 by 14.1 by 9.9 inches HWD and tips the scale at 4.5 pounds, not overly heavy for a gaming rig. It's not surprising MSI could keep the weight relatively low, as this system isn't saddled with stacks of cooling fins to placate high-powered components like other laptops. Almost all of the cooling is handled in the rear left corner of the system, where heat vents out the back and side. Please subscribe to my channel for